If you want to level up in 2023, now is the perfect time to start. In this video, I will be showing you the ultimate guide on how to make this year your year. We'll be learning how to make the perfect vision board, journaling, and how to shift your mindset so that you can make this year exactly what you want it to be. Together, we can reset, reflect, and manifest with intention and success. Okay, step one, reflection. Now I'm gonna explain this and it's gonna sound a little bit like a school assignment that you would have done in grade 4. Hear me out, I promise this is important. I always kind of didn't like the idea of journaling because it reminded me of when I was younger and I would like write stupid things in my diary. I think one of the biggest things I learned was journaling is such an effective way of figuring out what you want. So I've attached some journal prompts on the screen. Trust me, try them out. Even if you don't feel like writing it down and you just wanna like answer the questions in your head, that could be a really effective way. It allowed me to kind of go over my year and see what I really liked and what I didn't like. With that, I was able to find what I want to change and what I can do to kind of make this year exactly what I want. I think my biggest point that I want you to take from this video, your mind is such a powerful aspect of your life. The energy and the mindset that you put out into your life is exactly what you're going to get back. So you can have all these goals for yourself. If you don't believe that you can actually achieve them or have the mindset of achieving them, then they're not going to happen. My entire life, I've had the same goal of wanting to become an actress, and I've always kind of had that in my head. A lot of people telling me that it was never gonna happen, or just my own personal doubts that I've had in my mind. It's taken me longer than I wanted to actually start with it. But throughout 2022 and definitely going into 2023, I kind of had a realization about that. My mindset and the way that I approach this goal that I have is going to directly translate into its success or failure. So I know it's easier said than done, but believe in yourself and have that mindset that you want to achieve your goals. Your thoughts, the way that you carry yourself will translate into that. I also have to acknowledge that your goal is to like make $1 million, and then if you're just like positive and you're like, yay, $1 million, like obviously that's not necessarily gonna happen. But my point is, have that positive mindset that if you put in enough work towards that goal, it will happen. Okay, so I'm gonna open my little journal here and I'm gonna do some of these prompts. I'm not gonna take like hours on this because I know that it's not necessarily my favorite thing to do. I do know it's an important step of the way, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt here. Another thing I want to mention is I'm far from the expert at this. I'm not like someone that has achieved all my goals in my life and I'm like giving you exactly what worked for me, because I'm going along this process with you as well. Obviously it's going to be a little bit individualized for each person, but I will say I have done an extensive amount of research for this video and for myself, and these are all things that I'm actually going to be doing for myself. Anyway, let's start the journaling. Also, another thing I should mention, the only person that should be reading this technically is yourself, so be as honest with yourself. Try to look internally the most you can, because if you're writing this for the sake of someone else seeing it, it's not really going to be effective. Okay, the next step of our process here is going to be making our goal list and our vision board. I'm lying in my bed here because I know this is going to take me a long time because I'm quite the perfectionist with this type of thing, and I want to make sure I get it right this year. I have made thousands and thousands of vision boards in the past, but I realized one thing that I always did wrong with it is I kind of just scrolled through Pinterest and looked at a bunch of pictures that were really nice and put them all together and kind of made a vision board, which is essentially the idea of this, but there just needs to be a little bit more intention behind it this time. Actual goals and ideas and things that we want to accomplish that are represented through these things. Essentially, you want to make sure that you have all these goals, and the vision board is a visual reminder of them and what you're trying to accomplish. It's kind of hard to explain, but essentially make sure that it relates directly back to those goals that you have, and it's not just like a bunch of pictures that you think look nice together, because it's also fun, but for this specific vision board, we want to make sure that it's things that we want to accomplish this year. We are at the fun part of this, and that's actually putting the vision board together. I printed out everything that I kind of found on Pinterest last night, and I'm gonna put it on my vision board. I'm with Katarina and Fiona, and we're gonna have a little vision board girls night. I did actually find an old vision board that I made in 2020. Very busy. This is what not to do. Also lacks intention. It's just like a bunch of pictures of like celebrities and like no and as like cute and fun as it is, it needs to have intention if you want the things on the vision board to actually happen. The things that you're putting on your vision board are the type of things that you want to have that are directly related back to the goals that you wrote. With all that being said, we're gonna start. This is actually perfect because the three of us, as similar as we are, we all have kind of different goals for the year. Marina's going for the black and white kind of vibe.
I have art. I just want to continue doing art. This is kind of hard to see, but it's gym and fitness.
Gym rat era.
A lab.
Women Awesome!
A couple of mine, you know, are mostly based around music, going to school for music and stuff, you know, get my band started. There's a lot of pictures of like friends and doing a lot of things and traveling, so I want to do a lot of travel.
And mine, I have a lot of goals for the year, but a lot of them are beginning my career and getting into social media more. So I have a lot of pictures of progress with that. Something I actually specifically did that I saw on TikTok, putting myself into little things that I want to see. So I found like a YouTube play button and I put my name on it.
Ooh!
So it looks like I have 1 million subscribers, guys. Okay, all this to say, the more specific that you can get with this, the better, so that you can envision yourself actually accomplishing all these goals. Okay, we're gonna start. Okay, we are all done. I'm gonna write 2023 vision board on the top. This is what mine looks like.
This is what mine looks like.
Mine looks like I kind of went crazy with the glitter glue.
So it is a couple days later and I am back at school, the beginning of the winter semester. But I just wanted to give a little update on my vision board. It is up in my room. I added a little 2023 in it, which means for me the official beginning of putting into play all the habits that I'm trying to bring with me into 2023. With all that being said, I want to give you a couple things that I definitely want to bring with me into this year. Number one, clean space equals clean mind. I am not exemplary of this right now because I am currently unpacking all my stuff. My room is an absolute mess, but I would definitely say that having a clean space is going to be a direct representation of how you feel. If you're living in a cluttered space, you're going to feel very overwhelmed with that. I personally do anyway. Number two, journaling. I have been trying to do this as much as possible, as I mentioned earlier on in the video, but I've been just doing little journals every night. Even if they don't really go into much depth, just talking about what I did in my day is a good way to reflect on the day and what you liked and what you didn't like. Number three, lucky girl syndrome. I've seen this all over TikTok. I really want to try it out. Lucky girl syndrome is a thing that just like believing that you're really lucky, and apparently lucky things just start to happen. Again, I'm saying this because I'm still waiting to see if that'll work for me. Apparently, if you believe that you're really lucky, good things will come. So number four, I'm gonna try to make as many new friends as I can this year. That was something I pushed myself to do at the end of last year, and it worked out very well. I have so many amazing new people. Each person brings something different into your life. There's things that you might not even know you need in your life. Meeting these new people might help you find them. Nothing is forever. I need to learn this lesson because when I get overwhelmed with anxiety or any sort of feelings that kind of overtake my life, it feels like it's gonna just go on forever. But I think reminding yourself that nothing is permanent allows you to get through those tough times. But on the other side of that, nothing lasts forever. So when you have those really good positive moments, it's really important to take those in and fully appreciate them. On that note, appreciating the little things is also really important. Obviously, I look forward to really big, exciting things happening, but little moments like treating yourself to something during the day is really important too. And all those little moments build up and ultimately make your day better. So try to bin in those little moments for yourself whenever you can. Allow yourself to make mistakes. I think making mistakes is how you learn about yourself and learn how you handle things and what's right for you and what's not. So making mistakes is a really important part, and don't be so hard on yourself when you do. Never get lost in other people's expectations. Probably one of my favorite ones. Do things that scare you, because getting butterflies in your stomach and having those feelings of nervousness mean you're doing something right, because it means you're pushing yourself. Some of the best things that I've ever had in my life are things that I didn't expect to do, or things that I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. So get those butterflies in your stomach. It probably means something good is coming. And if not, it's a lesson that teaches you more about yourself. Anyway, I have been talking for far too long, so I'm going to end this here, and I will probably do another video at some point on these lessons that I value a lot for myself. General consensus of this video is to stay passionate, know that nothing is permanent, whatever way you choose to look at that. Make the most of every moment and know that you'll learn a lot from whatever is happening to you. So even if it's not super positive, it is a lesson that will ultimately build your resilience and make you stronger as a person. In terms of your vision board and your goals for the year, keep them close. Look at your vision board every day, remind yourself of what you want, and take little steps every day to try to achieve that. And celebrate when you do achieve those goals, trying to learn as much as you can about life and about yourself. I wish you the best of luck for this year. You got this, and make this year, or even just today, amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Hey, look who's here! I didn't know you guys were here.
Oh, actually, there's no Johnny on this. This was before my Johnny.
Wow.